Yo, man, what it do? It's your brother, Oh God, man, in the Black Hip Hop News. What it do? I'm just chilling. Actually, about to go into Walmart and grab a couple things real quick. And I was like, you know what? Take the phone out and talk about, you know, hip hop. You know, hip hop. Then, you know, and now. You know what I mean? How it's kind of been. A lot of people say that because the tempo has changed, that it's dumbed down. Now, but really, if you really look at it, um, these rappers of today are saying the same type of things, the rappers in the 90s and stuff is saying. You know what I mean? They saying the same stuff in a different way. You know what I mean? But if you look at the different stages of hip hop, this is why when I look at hip hop and I'm thinking like, yo, like, we should be running these major companies, even though you do have blacks that are in, high position in hip hop that are making some money and got some, own their own labels and whatnot. As far as like the distribution and the publishing is where they've been getting killed at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, and this ain't like, a guy making an excuse. I know what people are going to say. Oh, why are you making it a racial? You know what I think? I'm making it one because that's what it is. You know what I mean? I see we black people, we got to deal with reality at the end of the day. That's our problem. We always trying to deal with something ain't. Let's deal with, what it is. And, what it is that a lot of our people in the industry have been getting exploited, and are made to push agendas that wouldn't be healthy for the masses of their own people. You know what I mean? And made to push these agendas, and get rich as a result. But when they try to push, a message that will be positive, then that's not like, it's kind of, they won't get the deals to do that. They won't get the funding. That's the main thing, the funding, the money. They won't get the money to push these deals. So people are being forced into positions of compromise, you know what I mean, to making a certain type of music, you know what I'm saying. But with that being said though, I'm not gonna totally go in on the brothers that do compromise. I don't agree with it, just like certain things that people might not agree with. But in certain cases, you got a lot of the brothers that's starting to take those monies and stuff and reinvest, back in the community little by little. I'm not saying that it's a big thing, but little by little, brothers is, at least they talking about it. At least I know you got some brothers that's actually really doing it. You know what I mean? As far as like, brothers in in the southern part, and really a lot of cities, big cities, you got people putting in, groundwork. But it just seems like we can never get like a real strong, foothold. Like for instance, when I go like to Philly, and I'm chilling in Philly, and I might want to go to Chinatown, South Street, or it may just be in the middle of the hood. But wherever I go, the people who own the businesses don't look like me. But most of the people, that shop. I'm gonna put it like this: I don't see in a lot of parts, in certain parts, you could say, yeah, I see a lot of black owned, you know what I mean, infrastructures, businesses. You may see it in certain places like DC, where blacks are successful in the DMV area. You know what I mean? A lot of government jobs and a lot of entrepreneurs, in that area. So that may be a different story. If you live in that area, you might not. But if you live in an area like mine or other parts of the country, I don't see no areas that's all black owned. As far as when I go to Chinatown, and I see Chinese lawyers, I see Chinese doctors, I see everything in their language, as if they don't want you, to shop there, as if it's for their people. You know what I'm saying? That's what it appears as if it's for, and it is. Not to say that you can't go in there and shop, but it just seems like, the odds of somebody black opening a business in Chinatown is slim to none, because there's certain politics, put in the place. And all I'm saying is that we need to try to do that with hip hop, even though it's been brothers have always see when somebody can outbid you, they can control you. At the end of the day, you're not gonna have the money behind you, as a big a media conglomerate like we have, like in hip hop. They get these funding rounds, and that keeps them in the game. It puts them around the right people, and they get the the advertising dollars, which is another thing that we don't talk about. They get the advertising dollars to keep them in the game. As with somebody small, a couple, little trials and tribulation, and knocks them out of the game. As where the big man can stand because he has the funding, the funding to keep things, pushing. So all I'm saying is to brothers, I encourage the rappers that's reinvesting in the community. You know what I mean? I definitely encourage that. I encourage the brothers with the Buy Back the Block and, Hood Initiative. Excuse me, that they got going on in the hood. I salute that and I admire that, Obviously it could be more, you know what I mean? But, we gotta just look, again, do a reality, looking at what's really going on, around us, taking it in, analyzing it, and coming up with solutions to change that condition is what we need to be doing at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So I know, brothers get money and they want to ball out because we've been poor all our life. But, maybe get with a brother or sister or try to, talk about getting a laundromat. You know what I mean? Because I don't know about y'all, but a lot of people in my family is business owners. You know what I mean? A lot of people in my family is entrepreneur minded. And I'm the same way. So I'm going to make a way. You know what I mean? If I got a barrel of lemonade, a lemon, whatever, you know what I mean? I got an access of lemons, and I'll say I got to make some lemonade, put it in a bottle, and get it on the shelf somewhere. Make it different, make it unique, make it maybe healthier. Something. Look at what's going on in the market and say, see, we for a long time lack the fundamental skill set, to accomplish these things. We need brothers to be teaching brothers. This guy almost hit him right behind me. Look at that. I'm sitting in the car. But we need brothers to teach, these skills, to these younger brothers and whatnot. And turn that hustling and all that drug shit, turn that shit into a real business. Because if you really look at it, when you talk about brothers that's hustling, not that we condone it, but we do understand the condition, So the brothers out there that's going to do it, that's not going to bow down to go on a job. He's doing his own, accounting, sales, distribution, marketing. He's doing all that. So he's a young businessman. He just got to get the right product in his hand that is so-called acceptable, in this country, because that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. But, we got to start showing them like, yo, all right, this is how you got to do it. Boom. I'm going to put lemonades. I'm going to get it. I might start somewhere at a flea market selling lemonade. But my ultimate aspiration, my ultimate goal is to get this, on a shelf in Walmart or a local store or selling to a school, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? This is how we got to be thinking. We got to be on our feet. We got to make ways out here. We got to make things happen because nothing going to be given to you. And everybody don't want to go sit on a job and make pennies, man. So yeah, it's difficult. You know what I mean? But you got to be on your feet. You got to be thinking. Don't let them beat you at the end of the day. So yeah, let's reinvestment. Reinvestment instead of running away from the community and put it into another community. Think about rebuilding your community, and you can give your kids something that they can inherit. You feel what I'm saying? Something that they can inherit. Whether it be a laundromat, a corner store, or a media outlet, a publication, a magazine, a hip hop, whatever. A record label, whatever it may be. So, it's in the community, and we begin to employ our own people so we can have something that we hold sacred. We can form power. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. So you could take it how you want it. This your brother, Oh God, in the black media in the black hip hop news in the black media reloaded. Peace. Have a beautiful day.